Hi everybody, welcome to Back to School Night. I know it's a little bit different this year. My name is Laura Jordan and I will be your child's LA10 or Advanced LA10 teacher this year. I have an awesome family, a spouse who is also a teacher, and I have two daughters. Jordan is my oldest daughter, and she is a junior at Boulder High School this year, and she is highly involved in high school volleyball and club volleyball. She's hoping to play volleyball in college. My younger daughter is a singer, dancer, actor, and she is actually moving to New York because she's been invited to participate with the pre-professional program at the JKO School, which is part of American Ballet Theater. So she and I are actually moving to New York next week. Both of my daughters are very close with one another, and they run a business where they are singing, dancing party princesses. So there's a picture there that you can see where they do birthday parties as Elsa and Anna. I have been teaching in Boulder Valley since 1993. I started in NED, teaching language arts up there and also coaching the ski team. And then I moved to Boulder High School in 2002, and just this year I've transferred to Boulder Universal. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in literature, a Master of Arts in literacy, and a second Master of Arts in linguistically diverse education, and I am nationally board certified in English. I also moonlight at the University of Colorado. I'm an adjunct instructor there in the School of Education. I teach differentiated instruction and literacy for secondary content teachers. And in Boulder Valley School District, I've taught just about every class that there has been. I've served on a lot of the boards that have created or designed those classes. And so these are just some that I have had particular interest in over the years. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the literature that we're going to read this year. We'll read The Kite Runner and Oedipus the King. We will read The Art of War and do a really cool project around students researching a battle in global history and then applying the strategies from the Art of War to that battle to argue whether or not the winners should have won. We are going to read a couple of musicals. We're going to read Next to Normal and The Prom. And there's actually a reason why I chose those two pieces. For any of you who saw my intro video, I am a musical theater enthusiast. So I could have chosen from any number of musicals. However, Next to Normal, which is a Pulitzer Prize-winning drama and also a Tony Award-winning musical, has been written by a good friend of mine. His name is Brian Yorkie, and you can see him in a couple of pictures down at the bottom of your screen. Those pictures were taken when he flew to Colorado from New York to meet some of my students and chat and hang out with them the very first time I ever used Next to Normal as a piece of literature in a class. And we're also going to read The Prom because one of the stars of The Prom, her name is Caitlin Kinnunen, is actually my daughter's voice and acting coach. And so we are good friends with her also. And here's how that benefits you guys. Because once we're done studying those pieces of literature, the author and the star of The Prom, who herself was Tony nominated, are going to volunteer their time and come into a Google Meet with us so that your students can all meet the author and the performer and hang out with them and chat with them. And they actually are also good friends with each other because, well, the musical world is just tiny. So you can look forward to all of that. And in addition to those two pieces, your kids will also read some choice novels. Okay, so I thought we would go through a little bit of the way that we're going to approach thinking, writing, grammar in this course this year. We're going to write a couple of things. We're going to write a persuasive essay, we're going to write a research essay, a literary analysis essay, comparative analysis essay, we're going to do some creative pieces, we're going to create some thematic projects, and then we're going to study grammar and usage in context. My theory around language arts classes is that I want to teach kids as best I can how to love literature, but also how to be insightful and thoughtful about what it's doing, its impact on society, how it stands as a text, what the authors are doing in terms of how they're using grammar. And then I want to be able to spin that so when your student is becoming the author, then they know how to write in order to affect an audience, in order to change their environment or to persuade somebody or to present an argument, things like that. So that's sort of where I'm going with that approach. And then finally, I just want to address my quest for balance. So as you all know, I sent out a survey where I really wanted to address kind of issues around mindfulness and mental health and this kind of crazy year that we're in, and balance that with the work that we have to do as academics in the world of language arts. And so I just wanted to acknowledge for you guys, the parents, that I'm trying to balance for your students, that I know that next year they need to be ready for AP Language or 11th grade LA. They need to be ready to take their SATs and their ACTs if they are college bound. And then they need to be prepared for college if they are college bound. But I also understand that this quest is very personal too. I want to present your students with the possibility that they can be lifelong readers, that reading is actually like oxygen, that it can fuel you. It can also motivate you in a career or outside of it. It can provide great mental health in and of itself. And then finally, I just wanted to acknowledge that COVID is a thing. So it is real. It's impacting every family in unique ways. And I wanted to acknowledge also that your kids are precious entities and they are experiencing COVID as well. With overwhelming majority, you all have said, and your children have said, that you would like some grace this year, that you would like for me to plan my lectures and all of the things that they have to do around those with a little bit of an eye on just providing opportunities for your kids to breathe. So I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. I encourage you all to reach out to me anytime that you need to. And so I'll just close by saying that if at any time you have questions, comments, concerns, or praise, and you want to reach out to me, then my contact information is here on the screen for you. My phone number, email, my office hours, which, to be clear, are primarily for your students. So if you wanted to make a live meeting, we'll just need to arrange a time that is separate from that. I try and keep that sacred for the kids. So reach out, let me know what questions or comments you have. Welcome to the year, and just know that I'll take really good care of your kids. Thanks so much.